guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's doing good. If you're new here, hey, make sure you subscribe. If you're returning here, thanks for the support. Love you all. If you guys don't know, I have just finished my first year at uni. And it's been a bit crazy, if I'm honest. It's just been a ride, basically. And I thought I'd speak to you guys about my first year experience. For those of you who don't know, I am first year at University of Manchester and I'm studying architecture. I've written down some notes on basically just to keep my train of thought like steady. So I remember pulling up to uni on the first day. I remember my parents literally just dropped me off and packed my stuff and they left. And it was only when they left when I thought, right, like yikes, like I'm here by myself. When I moved into my halls, I first met this girl who lived opposite me. She was really nice. She was going to this event that she'd bought wristbands for. I knew, literally, guys, I knew nothing about anything before I came, like nothing. Like there was Facebook groups. I didn't have Facebook. I made Facebook on the first day. There was a group chat on Facebook for the accommodation, but because I hadn't been on Facebook, I didn't know this. So anyway, I got talking to people and it was fine and went to the event. So literally the first night I got to uni, I went out because it was Freshers Week and we went to this t-shirt party event where basically there were like these t-shirts and they had like name, accommodation, what I study and where I'm from. So basically you write the information down so then in the club everyone can kind of see what you do, and I think it was quite a nice thing to do because obviously nobody knows anybody. You can find people on your course, if you know someone from where you're from, it's just a conversation starter basically. I must say, the girls that I went with in my accommodation, they were so lovely. Like, everyone in my accommodation was really nice, but they weren't my type of people. And that was the reason I forced myself to go out that night, because like, you know what, I really want to make friends. So I went to the club with these girls. It was all good vibes, everything. I lost them, basically. But I wasn't like, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever. I was like, you know what, it's fine. I'll always remember this. I saw these two girls, and I was like, right, they look like my type of people, so I'm going to try and, like, you know, make friends. Like, I'm quite a social butterfly in the sense of when I need to be sociable and talk to people, I can, but it's draining. Up to them, my little self, I was like, do you mind if I just chill with you guys because you seem like my type of people? And they're like, yeah, sure, cool. And I swear to you guys, they're literally like my two closest uni friends right now. The rest of freshers, we literally went out together most nights, I'm pretty sure. I must say, it killed me because by the end of it, guys, I was so ill. Like, because you're literally out every single night and then you have uni the next day, so it was a lot. The uni work itself, I feel like I need to talk about this as well, because when you think of uni, I'm pretty sure you heard about the party life, the going out, the like just do what you want, the parents, it's lit. TikTok. The uni itself was so intense. Like, guys, I swear to you, I had 9 a.m.s almost every, like, three days a week. If you're watching this and you're in sixth form or secondary school or whatever, you'll be like, oh, well, that's just the same as secondary school, or that's just the same as sixth form, like, college, like, why are you complaining? But guys, it's just different, okay? Because at sixth form and secondary school, you have a routine. Wake up at 7:30, I'll get a shower, I'll get breakfast, I'll go to sixth form, I'll come home, maybe some work after school, I'll have dinner, I'll watch TV, I'll go to bed, and that's your routine for the week. At uni, there's no routine because it's not as if your day's fixed. Every day is different. After you finish uni, you're clubbing during the week, you're seeing friends, you're going to this, you're doing so much, and that it's just crazy. In that summer before uni, I had no routine and I just wasn't used to waking up early or any of that stuff. So no routine combined with not doing anything and waking up early during the summer finished me at uni. But I wasn't the only one, because I swear to you guys, during our 9 a.m. lectures, I'm gonna insert clips now and show you guys, because we couldn't handle it. We just, like, it sounds bad, but we were just so tired that we just slept. I feel like for my course, or in architecture, some of the lectures that we have, it's not in terms of like we're gonna have a test, we need to sit down, concentrate, go home, write notes, all that stuff and remember it, because we don't. Like, I remember one lecture, the lecturer even said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And she turned the lights off. Being honest, some of the lectures were pointless. But guys, try and go to as many lectures as you can. Towards the end, you might drop off, but make sure in the start, you just go into as many as you can. I know it's tempting, but you're there, basically. You're paying £9,250 for a reason. Lecturers, some of them were good. Some of them are really good. Some of them are really bad. Like, not bad as in, like, teaching wise. Okay, imagine it's 9 a.m, you're tired, you've been out the night before, you're kind of just like, oh god. The last thing you need to hear is this: hello everybody, in today's lecture we're going to be learning about wood. You just need a bit of enthusiasm. Some of the lectures, don't get twisted, were really good. So that was the lectures, but in terms of the actual work itself, so my course is split into 3 parts: humanities, technologies, and studio. To sum it up, studio is where you do your design project, so designing a factory, designing a house for an artist. I did Janae Aiko, Queen. And then humanities is the history of architecture, and technologies is basically how a door fits to a window, to put it like, just materials, hard stuff basically. The work itself, I actually did enjoy studio, lots of creative stuff. My tutor group was so nice. We had 2 different tutors throughout the year. I remember once we had a group project. Basically, we went to Berlin. Check out the video because I did a Berlin vlog there. But basically, we went to Berlin and we came back and made a group project to do. So this is like maybe in November now, so only like a few months into the course. We're still like not really knowing what we're doing, but we're just kind of going with it anyway. Me and this girl are doing the plans and sections and elevations of this building we've been studying. For those of you who don't do architecture or don't know, basically a plan, think of when you're going on Rightmove and you're buying a house and you see the floor plan. That's what we had to do basically. I remember we were just sitting there in silence, just banging out the work because we had so much work to do. So we're banging it out, and it's just me, my friend, and the tutor. Okay, the tutor was sat in the room. So we're just doing our work. And this lady, I don't know who she was, she came into the room and she was like, what are you doing? I was like, just the plans, sections, elevations. And she walks over like with sass, like walking over like, where's your drawing board? And I was like, my what? She goes, your drawing board? And I was like, I just looked blankly at her because at this point, I didn't know what a drawing board was. I think that's one thing to say as well, guys. If you're doing this course especially, like, nobody really knows anything about the course. So don't stress too much, like, oh my god, I don't know how to do this and how to do that. Because I swear to you, nobody knew less than me. And I still managed to get 68%, which is 2% off an A in first year. And first year didn't count, so 2% off a first. It's all good, guys. But anyway, so we're doing the work. She's like, where's your drawing board? I was like, what? And then she was like, where's your T-square? And I was like, and she's like, you're not doing it properly. She's like, considering you're doing it wrong, you're doing the best I've seen it. And I was like, this lady is so disrespectful. And not only am I doing it wrong, yeah, and she's come and cussed me for it, my tutor has been sat in this room for 2 hours and watched me do it wrong. Like, what's going on? So that really frustrated me, and he was like, oh, I'm sorry, I probably should have said something, but I didn't realise, whatever. Like, big uni. Despite that, the work was hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I struggled, because not in terms of the fact that the work was hard, in terms of the workload. We just got piled upon and piled upon and piled upon, and if you left it, it was so bad. I remember, guys, it was 4 a.m. one morning. That night, we went to Ali G, which is basically like a learning hub, basically a library but with no books, and we went there and we were just doing our work. We had a deadline the next day. I remember looking out the window next door to Student Union and I could see D Block Europe, and here I am doing my work. First year, I do have fun though, because I feel like second year is going to be a lot harder, but just on my course particularly, it was a joke. Because I don't want to put you guys off, because I do have friends who literally, they only have 8 contact hours a week and they're barely in uni. They have a lot of free time. First year doesn't count for most people anyway, so it's just in terms of getting to grips with things, building foundations so everyone's on the same level. It is difficult, but as long as you stay on top of it, like, I feel like you get out what you put in. So that's all I can say, to be honest. Like, it's just the same as anything in life. I remember once we had a lecture, Miss Tutor kind of said 8. 8 hours of work a day, 8 hours of sleep, and 8 hours of doing whatever you want to do. But the reality is, yeah, it takes an hour for me to get to uni and back. In the morning, it's going to take me an hour to get ready. I need like an hour in bed, like just to sleep and relax and whatever. Ready, that's like what, 4 hours, like 3 hours. So I have 5 hours left. It doesn't work, okay? Like, it sounds realistic, but it just doesn't work, okay? Well, for me anyway. If you go to uni, please try AAA and let me know how it goes, because your girl, it just didn't work for me, okay? Okay, next thing I'll talk about is nights out. I would say one thing, nights out in Manchester are really good. In first year, I was literally out most weekends. It was just so fun. There's lots of clubs to go to. There have been nights where, so I have like a big friendship of girls and guys. Everyone's like black, white, Asian, blah, 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 whatever. And the black guys, when they try to get into the club, the security guard will look at them like this. Sorry mate, not dressed properly, can't let you into the club. And like, what are they're letting guys in tracksuits. These guys are dressed in like designer t-shirts, like nice outfits, nice shoes, and you're saying they're not dressed properly. They're just like being, do you know what I mean? It's racism. Imagine you're going out, everyone's dressed up, you plan the night and you can't even get into the club. One thing I urge you to do, definitely just explore the city, because that's one thing that I didn't do during first year, and I kind of regret it. I mean, I've got time, I've got 2 more years, but that's one thing I'd say. Just go and explore, because you're in like a new city. Like, if you haven't lived there before, there's so much to do. There's so many cool spots, places to eat. Just explore, have fun, be safe, and yeah. Okay, I think I want to talk next about like the bad thing at uni, because I feel like everyone just like hypes up the good stuff and whatever, but there are obviously down parts to uni as well. And I think one of them that I really want to touch on is loneliness, because I feel like when you're at home, say if you're feeling down, your mum, your dad, your brother, your friends might come and check on you and whatever. But at uni, it's a completely new environment. You know nobody. You might come with a friend, but if you haven't, you don't know anybody. And if you're not feeling great, you can literally be in your room and isolate yourself. Nobody knows who you are, so no one will be looking for you. Especially in the start, like nobody knows. So it's really easy to not be forgotten, but it's really easy to isolate yourself. It's very easy to just be lonely and whatever, because no one's looking out for you like that. It's not until you meet friends that they'll be like, oh, like, you good, blah, blah, blah. But in the start, you can be lonely. Like, I remember one weekend, I met these girls at the event from the start, obviously, and I was mainly close with one of them because this other girl lived somewhere else. And I remember one weekend she went home, and I came back from work and I was like, well, what am I going to do now? Because I didn't have that many friends, and I remember I was just lonely. I know it doesn't sound that deep, but it hit me. So I can't chill with my mum or my dad, like nobody's here. But I was like, you know what, suck it up here. There was an event that I wanted to go to. I was like, listen, you can sit on this bed and you can be miserable, or you can put yourself out there, message on the group chat, find someone to go with and go to this event. So that's what I did. I messaged on this group chat, this WhatsApp, this like ACS, Afro-Caribbean Society, for those of you who don't know. And I put on this group chat and I was like, right, is anyone going to this event I can go with? And so many messages like, yeah, girl, come through, come with us, blah, 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 blah. So I went with these 2 girls. They were so lovely, and I met their friends. And like, it was just great, because I just met new friends. It was that easy. There was nothing to worry about. In terms of uni, like sports and stuff, basically it's called Sport Participate. Think of like a secondary school, like an after school club, like rounders, like all that kind of stuff. So we did that, and the ones that we did mainly were UV yoga, so glow in the dark yoga. That was really fun, like it was really good. But guys, imagine one time, yeah, basically we're just cooling down now towards the end of the yoga, and she's like, right everybody, so lie on your back, deep breath in, control your breathing, and just close your eyes. Bear in mind, your girl's course is intense and she's always tired. I must have fallen asleep, and I only clocked when I went I did that, guys. I was lying on my back still. Everyone else was woken up. My friend Ellen was like hitting me like, Shantae. Guys, I was so embarrassed. We did that, and like netball as well. Netball we did, that was really fun. I want to talk about money next, because university is expensive. I'm not going to lie to you. For most people, like my reality was that my maintenance loan, like the money they give to you to live to maintain yourself during uni, that money did not even cover my accommodation. The money I used to live, I had to use that from working. I had like a part-time job at uni, which I definitely recommend. And I saved the summer before uni. So obviously right now, COVID, it might be difficult for you. But if you can get a job, guys, it's so worth it, because at uni you just don't want to be that one like struggling, like, oh my god, like mom, like dad. If you're lucky enough, you'll have parents to call and help you out, but some people don't. So I definitely recommend saving your money before uni, managing it, like manage not even how much per month, per week. You need to say how much you can spend per week. Make sure you're budgeting right, shopping at Lidl or Aldi. Don't go Sainsbury's because they'll steal your money. And yeah, there are so many hidden costs that you don't even think about or whatever until you get there. If you've got your own bathroom, you need to buy toilet paper. I bet you never bought toilet paper before, have you? Because your parents buy it for you. You need to do food shopping, maybe a bus pass, maybe your books, nights out, Ubers. I definitely recommend before uni opening a student account, because basically you can have an overdraft. So say 1 week you're lacking money, or like for example, my laptop broke and I was like, oh my gosh. So use that overdraft, because it wasn't expected to happen. Use the overdraft to get my laptop fixed. I mean, it didn't exactly be fixed anyway. Always good just to have overdraft. You haven't got to use it, but it's just a good safety net. If you join HSBC, you get, oh, this isn't sponsored, by the way. But anyway, HSBC, you get £100 free when you open a student account. And Santander, you get a free rail card. Yeah, definitely get a rail card if you're going to uni and you're catching train, because you get a third off. Don't leave it at home whilst you're on the train and get caught like I did and then have to pay. Lastly, I want to answer the question of, is uni worth it? Because I feel like this is such like a big topic. Everyone's like, is it worth going to uni? Is it worth the cost? Because £9,250 a year for 3 years plus your maintenance loan paying back, it's a lot of money. If I get a good degree at one of the top universities, like I think Manchester's like 8th in the world for architecture, so if I get like a first at a University of Manchester, hopefully that should open a lot of doors for me. For me personally, uni's been worth it, because as much as I cry and I stress about it, like I'm always in uni, whatever, I'm getting my money's worth. I'm in uni 4 days a week. We've been on trips. I've met friends. I'm learning new skills for a direct industry. So for me, it's worth it. Some of my friends, they told me it's not worth it, especially this year, because not only are they only in like 8 hours a week or whatever, we've had strikes. Because of the pay of the lecturers, there's often strikes, and these strikes can go on for sometimes a week to a month. So think about this, you're only in uni 8 hours a week anyway. There was strikes twice in the current uni year. They didn't affect me personally, but they affected my friends. So say that's what, 2 months out of uni. Then Corona, like, I'm sorry, but they need their money back for this year. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the Open University is free. So it's like, do you know what I mean? I think that's one reason why I don't blame people who want to defer their year. Because realistically, you're paying for the experience, and if you can't experience it fully, I mean, hopefully we can. We don't know what's going to happen due to COVID. Hopefully everything should be okay and you need to be back on. So yeah, that's my little 2 pence into the truth about university. I've seen so many videos and I'm just like, I find them really interesting, so I thought I'd give you my experience. I hope that this has helped somebody, because I know this was me. I really appreciate this video, especially if you're going to do my course or at the uni. Be sure to give this video a fat like, be sure to subscribe, because I'm going into my 2nd year of uni and I'm moving in with my friends, and I plan on filming a lot of uni content, so be sure to subscribe. So yeah, love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.